Pittsburgh Steelers. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Brought down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
They'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers take over.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It's just me and you. It's just me and
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
36.
And they give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
10 yards.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here's 2nd and 8. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, and today...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
1st and 10.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
27-yard line. A gain of 5.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Good run there by Cook on 1st down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 31, Cook rolling to his right. And brought down down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
57, Mike, 57. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. But it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking deep here for Ebron. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Flush to his right. And he locates Walker, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fitzgerald. And he's taken down inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Steelers.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Letting one go deep for the end zone.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he is all the way up past the 25. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And it's taken in at the 9. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A big play there out of Cook. 63 yards. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Oh, nice move at midfield. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Gain of 9 yards.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Flushed out right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Fitzgerald going to get it on the end around. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, pulled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Down right around the 25. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the Bengals 20.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. The Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. A nice, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bengals 12.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
57, Mike. Mike the 70 Lion. Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Next the score, Steelers 24, Bengals 12.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Steelers 24, Bengals 19. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
No gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
3rd down
as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Right there, 54. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Being chased, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Murray. A loss of 10 yards.
Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Today's final.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Steelers, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in.